Greetings to everyone in a fitting manner. What happens when a regular room slowly turns into a mini data and energy center? In this series, I will show you the journey, mistakes included. It's not meant to be beautiful, but it should be perfect for servers and apparently for spiders. The first part of the video focuses on a complete renovation and structural upgrade of the ceiling and the surrounding elements. The work begins with the removal of the old reed mat ceiling and the dismantling of the wooden slats underneath. A new attic access hatch is then installed to improve accessibility and functionality. To ensure long-term stability and safety, the load-bearing beams are extended and reinforced where necessary. After the structural work is completed, existing wall defects and surface imperfections are repaired. Electrical wiring and protective conduits are routed to meet future needs. Finally, thermal insulation and drywall are installed, followed by joint filling, sanding, and painting, resulting in a clean interior finish. So let's build something! So not to forget, but I didn't want to start recording here because it was a complete mess, but as you can see, the old ceiling started to came off. I started to pull off because it moved and it was not so safe. So almost all is done. This is the small building next to the house. Below was this the cellar where the pumps are fitted, and also I have the top room above this, and this has to be moved over here somewhere. The cellar door will be replaced too, and the hardest part will come now because I need to cover the holes and other stuff. Actually, here's my other Zigbee gateway, and this has to get a full renovation before I start planning my servers here. So second round is incoming. So, the work area so far. I was able to manage to cut the hole in the ceiling, and actually that let me see. Sorry. So this one, actually a double one, and that will be the end or the starting point of the stairs upward. And I cut it out here and use the router to make it somewhat straight, or sort of. And actually these are just temporary, these two beams, because I need to fit the stairs to this too. The quality checker, right? So since the end result will be that this kind of styrofoam, I think it's the name, and drywall will be applied here, and this will be the exact height. So that's why I just temporarily put some sheet there and added these two, let's call it beams, so I can fit it right in the hole. I can fasten to this big one and that end one. Here I'm missing the part because it will be installed later at the end, and also there are two beams actually. There is another, so I will need to use long screws, but the stair width is only 60 centimeters and this is 68 from this surface, so I need to fill the hole with 8 millimeter of something, possibly wood, but yeah, nothing else. It will be wood, just I don't know which one, because the remaining of the ceiling is there, so I will use them for that purpose. Yeah. Actually, the stairs is here and somewhere there is the actual staircase. So that's all for now. I also need to redo the electricity because now I'm just using this temporary light up there, but I have two fixed. It just was in the way for the installation. Also this rack cabinet holds some networking infrastructure and one of my ZigBee bridges, and now it just got power from this yellow stuff, but the original one was this cable, and this has to be rerouted, and also I need to create some sort of junction box somewhere because it will be short, definitely. So yeah, this is how I'm progressing. So, quick recap. I just came from upstairs. As I mentioned, the new stair is working, but eventually I'm using the old one because it's more convenient, and as you can see there is a complete mess here. Nevertheless, I was able to create these two install these two going right there between the floor, the upstairs floor and the beam, and they are actually coming out here, but the far away one will be the camera and the closer one will be the access point. I'm also lucky because I was able to install back the external conduit, and the door can be opened from there. Yeah, I still have gimbal, so it went through, and I was able to pull the cord inside these two tubes, and I can install back the electricity as it was to the rack, the networking rack. Yeah. The next part will be the roofing, because I cannot start installing it back since they was lacking of any big wood, long enough wood, let's say. So if you can see here, it's starting there at the top right, the most right beam. This is a big one, and the next big one actually is not there, but just 10 or 20 centimeters away. So they used these kind of sketchy extensions, and the wall floor is not so, how should I put it, not so stiff, or at least not for me. So I need to acquire some 5x10 beams in centimeters, and after I finished it, I will run another beam here, because as you can see, the remaining wood from the roofing is just not it's just not long enough. So I can replicate this mess, but I don't really want it. Also, my other idea is to replace it with OSB, and after that I will install the drywall there, because I don't want OSB as the first layer. But yeah, it will cost me a lot. Also, I need to install some cross beams, because this cannot hold the OSBs up there. Yeah, these are sucks. So yeah, that's all for today. I have to stop the preparations. Also, I will need to install one conduit or pipe, or I don't know, up here for the lighting for the lights. I cannot speak, sorry, I'm tired as fuck. That's all for today. A quick recap again. So I started disassembly the remaining of the roof and put in this divider here. It's actually already held up by a few screws from the top, and with this block and with this block, but this smaller one is only held by these two screws yet. So next step will be to enforce and start putting new roofing here where I can, and also start to fill up this hole and figure out how to proceed with that. Here is the current status. So this external beam is installed. There are holders from both sides. Also, I started to create the electricity. These three small ones will be the lamps. One here, here, one back there, and one in the front. The camera will be there in the corner, and I also installed a few bigger pipes. Two of them are going through the roof. It will be terminated somewhere there, and also of course there. And also I have three other which possibly will end up above the rack cabinets. So if I need to pull AC, DC or any data lines, I have three independent pipes and I can route them from there down there through the house. So I just started to install a few, I don't know, wood, I don't know what should I call it, but it will be a nightmare since I need to measure and fit everything. I also out of nails, so it's under acquisition by my wife. Until then I will give screws to the woods, and also I will keep the screws there, but I will add the nails too, because creating some kind of construction is mostly done by nails, because the wood screw can lose its head and it's not so good. What should I say? I also put some foam there. So yeah, here we are. And a lot of shit. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell. You can support my projects on Patreon, or you can buy me a coffee or some new ESP32s. And as always, let's keep the smoke inside. Bye bye!